Hi Simmers.
Hey everyone.
Welcome to Make 2 and episode 3 of our mammoth Hogwarts build. This week we have got extra floors. We can now build up to 5 floors on the property. So we're going to build those extra floors with you today. We also have a whole bunch of different design tweaks and decorating that we've done since we last saw each other, which we'll also show you. Starting from the ground floor, we made a few changes we just wanted to highlight. First of all, in this tower at the front here, which is going to be 5 stories, we turned the bottom 2 floors into an office for Professor McGonagall.
An office and apartment for Professor McGonagall, because this is going to be Gryffindor Tower. So, actually, yeah, you enter from this door here, and then this is her office, decorated in sort of gold and reddish, which are Gryffindor colors. And you come out of there, up the staircase, and this is her small apartment.
I think it's cute with those flowers.
Yeah, I just
those
sort
new
of...
ones from the balconies make it look really homely.
Yeah, I just sort of figure McGonagall's probably been living in the castle for a very long time, and it's her home, so I tried to make her apartment look as cute and cozy as possible.
At the back, we had another tower. This is going to be for Professor Dumbledore, but because last time we built actually access to this tower from the second floor using the new balconies, we decided to turn this ground floor, this first floor room into a classroom.
Indeed, and this is it. Just a small classroom. So now, yeah, we go up the stairs.
Up the stairs for the second floor. I've got spooky stairs for now. I don't know if they'll stay. And now we have built the third floor, which we've also fully decorated. The key features of this floor are the library for Hogwarts, and also common area and some dormitories for Hufflepuff and Ravenclaw. And finally, an owlery. Well, let's start with the stairs, shall we, and sort of work our way around?
Yeah.
So here's a corridor, 2 wide, and then we have some 1 wide corridors. Let's start off with Hufflepuff.
Sure. Hufflepuff is in gold-ish, as best as we could get it for Sims FreePlay. Guys, you just have to use your imagination a little bit. Because
I wanted the yellow wallpaper with clouds, but I got voted down.
I felt that was a bit too childish.
Yeah, I know, but it was yellow.
You know, they go all the way up to, year 7 or whatever in Hufflepuff. So this is their common room, which you enter from this corridor and door here, and it's just decorated with these SP yellow furniture items. They've got their own fireplace as well, and they have a small balcony to themselves. And then through here, obviously there will be more rooms and bedrooms for all of the different Hufflepuff students, but again, this is Sims FreePlay, it's the best we could do. And this is going to be one of the Hufflepuff dorm sleeping room areas, so I just sort of alternated these beds. We really wish that there were more selection of preteen and teenage beds, because the ones that are currently in the game, they're a bit, let's say, muggle. They're not magical, really.
Yeah, the only single block wide bed is this one, which looks
more like a hospital camp bed.
Yeah,
or something
I've got this in my hospital and in my prison. I think it fits in very well there, but it's a shame that it doesn't fit in anywhere else.
Yeah, well, if the game ever releases more interesting beds for teenagers that can fit into a small dormitory space, we will definitely be using them.
Yeah.
This, by the way, is a kitchen cupboard, which I thought matched the color scheme, so I put it in there to be a closet. And
at the back here, just to very quickly say, this is Dumbledore's tower. This is just a work in progress. This is just going to be a stairwell. In the actual one, it's just for us to play around with what his office
you will
might
see
look
later.
like.
You will see later in this video that we will be building the 4th floor of the tower, and that's where Dumbledore's actual office will go. So the other common room that we just wanted to point out quickly is Ravenclaw, and that's decorated in blue, which is Ravenclaw's colors. And I tried to go with more intellectual kind of stuff, so lots of books and a chess set, because that is Ravenclaw's thing, wisdom and studying and things like that.
Yeah.
So that is also the case in their bedroom, which is also contrasting to Hufflepuff, which is, more kind of zigzaggy. Ravenclaw's dormitory is more regimented, and again, they've got books and all of that, but just with a little touch of dirty clothes over here because they're still teenagers.
Yeah, I prefer this bedroom to this one.
Really?
I think just because there's more space for some personal effects. It's just a bit smaller to fit in extra things.
Yeah.
So that's why I like it. Let's see let's go through this door now. So you come out of this external door onto a patio. And this patio actually goes all the way around. And in the middle is...
a balcony.
Thank you. I keep getting that wrong. A balcony that is on all four sides. And in the middle is a proper room. It's not a balcony room. And inside this proper room is the owlery. And there's 5 owls here. You can't obviously fit any more in. And they've got these windows. Because again, you can't fit... If you fit doors in the corner, you couldn't put an owl there. And I wanted to put in lots of owls.
Yeah, you cannot put objects in front of doorways.
No. Just going to quickly go up to the 4th floor.
Yeah.
Which we have built but not decorated yet. We'll show that just to see what it looks like from the roof. And I think that gives a really nice effect. So you can see the doorway there and where people would walk around with their owls and then send their owls off or collect the owls.
So you built this all by yourself. I was like, you have to have an owlery. You have to have it. And you were like, why? And then you did this amazing genius thing. I think it's fantastic. It's really cool.
Yeah, it took several goes of doing some very different things, trying to have it as a single room on the 4th floor, but I couldn't get it to work. But this, I think, looks really good.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite bits of the castle now.
Now, one of the coolest bits on this floor, which is mainly you, is the Grand Library.
Yeah, we had sort of more epic plans for the library where we wanted to have visibly different sections and rooms, but as we said, you can't put anything directly in front of a doorway, so it cut down on the things that we could do in the space. Instead of having, say, 3 or 4 rooms in this space, we just decided to do one big room and go wild with decorating it, as wild as you can go with bookcases and tables and chairs. So yeah, this is the library, the main section of it with, spots for students to study, like Hermione. And then back here, through the wall of secret bookcase doors, is the restricted section.
Now, for me at least, I saw this idea first of having a wall of doors from one of the neighbour houses we visited.
Carlos.
Carlos gave it, at least for me, as the inspiration for this thing. Was it in your head too?
I think so, yeah, definitely.
So thanks, Carlos, for that idea.
Yeah, this is just another example of how we can always be inspired by other simmers. So then just over here is a very small little nook with a suit of armor, and from there you can access a secret door onto just a little balcony. Very
nice. I think the only alternative would be to have the whole floor be the library. And then make another floor just for the dormitories, but that would have ruined the roof line that we're looking for to create this kind of staggered look with the different towers and main bit of the castle.
Yeah. So basically then, from the corridor that wraps around the library, you get the entrance to a Gryffindor tower.
And this is just a very small 1x3 balcony. In the middle of the balcony are just a pair of doors, one connecting to the main building and the other one connecting to Gryffindor Tower.
So we know, obviously, from the books that the entrance to Gryffindor Tower is through the portrait of the Fat Lady, but we can't actually have a portrait be the entrance because we need doors. So what I did was I went with the magic mirror, which is purchasable along with many of the magic items from the Sorcerer's Supply store. So on this side is a magic mirror, and then on the other side is a magic mirror.
That is really cool.
Yeah, that's meant to approximate the Fat Lady portrait. So then this is Gryffindor Tower's common room. Again, we're limited by space, but I did the best I could. And it's decorated, again, in gold and reddish colors. Hard for you to see the wallpaper. Oh, there it is. Yeah, so that is Latin Villa wallpaper. Might fiddle with that, I'm not sure, but it just seemed like it was not as aggressive
That's just
as
a straight
some
up
other,
red. There's the red square wallpaper, which looks a bit silly.
Yeah, so, and it seems just a bit more fantastical as well. So anyway, the Gryffindor common room, as I said, has these red furniture items. These particular 2 couches are from the Product Red update, which was a charity event for Apple users only. And there's the corner for wizarding chess, which Ron and Harry play quite a lot, and a table with books for Hermione. And the staircase going up, we've already built technically the 4th floor of this tower because I had to put the staircase somewhere because otherwise I probably would not have left room for it. I had to know where the staircase was going to go, and you can't put a staircase unless you've got a room for a staircase to go to. So please excuse that, but we will be building the other 4th floors and the 5th floor of Gryffindor Tower right now.
Here is the 4th floor already built for Gryffindor Tower, but let's get to some editing.
And by the way, 4th floors cost 800,000 simoleons, as we have already shown on a previous video on our channel.
So I wanted to make this room a bit smaller. Just room for the stairs, and this is going to be a bedroom.
For the girls, probably. Or for the boys,
we're not sure. The only one we can have.
Yeah.
Now we're going to put a 4th floor on this tower here.
And the 4th floor for this tower costs 0 simoleons because we have already paid for a 4th floor on another structure on the property.
And you can see we've already built a room with some items in for the 3rd floor. We're now just going to move that up to the 4th floor. Off camera, then we'll show that to you later. Now, we then need to build Dumbledore's tower to the 4th floor. Again, that's free because we've already bought the floor for everybody. And now we're doing a 5th floor, so...
5th floor for 1 million simoleons.
This is a big decision, but we've got to do it. And now we're going to add a room, and this is going to be a single room, where will probably be another bedroom.
Yep.
Maybe this time for the boys. We'll see how things fit when we get to decorating. So we now have 5 floors.
Do you want to look at the rooftop
for the tower?
view?
Yeah, let's do that. It's a bit hard to see because it's so big, but you get a good sense of the difference between the 3rd and 4th and 5th floors.
Yeah, the 5th floor is definitely a huge difference.
Yeah. So I think you can see that if we were to have brought the main building up to 4, everything would all just look a bit similar. So if you want these height differences, you got to play around with all the levels you have at your disposal.
Okay, so we have now decorated the 4th and 5th floors that we've just built. Here is that skinny tower again. We went with alternating windows around the side to give it sort of an interesting spiral effect. And we've moved the globe and telescope up to the 4th floor with the balcony. We also changed the texture of the balcony, by the way. So, as we were building the top floors of Gryffindor Tower, we realized that there were some design issues, so we have moved the common room items around a little bit. And actually, hopefully this is better, because now the couches are directly in front of the fireplace, and the chess set is nearer to Hermione's study desk. So let's have Selena use that. And as she's...
I think she's far away in another
she's
part of the
far
castle.
away, yeah. It's hilarious watching Sims try to walk around this castle because there is no straight route to anything. So, yeah. This is the 4th floor of Gryffindor Tower, and it's meant to be the girls' room. It is technically the room that Hermione would share with Lavender Brown and Parvati Patil, but it's only got room for 2 beds. So, that's all you get. And then up here, you take a fire pole up to Harry and Ron's room. And technically they share also with, Neville, the awesome Longbottom, and Seamus and Dean. But again, this is all you have room for. But I did put in a broom closet because they are Quidditch crazy. And they have their own balcony, just for the heck of it. And we went with a weirdly asymmetrical style to the balcony. We kind of wanted to do a wraparound balcony, but as we've pointed out in a previous balcony video, you cannot build a balcony so that it covers another building.
Or even that it goes within one block.
Or even that it goes within one block of the building.
Of a building that is below you. You could build it if it's the same height.
So as you can see, the yellow line where you can build a balcony does not extend over here, over the castle. It only extends on the outside.
I think the only other thing to say on the 4th floor is that these are actually 2 separate rooms. The bedroom is one room, but the stairs from the common room up to the boys' room is obviously not... Yeah, they don't go through the girls' bedroom to get to their room.
Yeah, and didn't that take a long time to sort out? These spiral staircases are so difficult. Because the opening faces a different direction, at the bottom and the top. So you have to be very careful how you place the spiral staircases to make them work. Yeah. So anyway, here is the bottom, not the bottom technically, the second floor of Dumbledore's tower, because we had made, as we said, the first floor into a classroom. So the second floor is enterable from this balcony here. Weirdly, not anywhere else, huh? We gotta...
Yeah, we need to think about that, but it's only through this classroom currently.
Yeah, well, we reserve the right to make changes as we continue to poke at this.
I think maybe have the entrance.
Oh yes,
from here.
That's actually a good
But I
idea.
suggested that another time, and it didn't meet with approval.
I don't recall. Anyway, so this is the second floor of Dumbledore's tower, and I put in a couple of cat items because Filch and Mrs. Norris obviously have a stake in the running of Hogwarts Castle. So you go up the spiral staircase, and the thing about spiral staircases is that you need, like with all staircases and elevators and all of that, you need more than one if you want to go up to more than one floor. So you had to put in a second spiral staircase next to that.
What's this?
This is Dumbledore's office.
What's going on here?
Yeah, well, basically, Dumbledore's office has got a lot of different random, magical, and interesting items because that is the type of guy he is. So you'd come out of the staircase here. Do we try to bring Selena Kyle? And then this parrot is meant to be the Phoenix Fox, but, you know, there is no Phoenix in this game. And this is Dumbledore's desk. And next to it are some books. And he's got a crystal ball. Dumbledore sits in Santa Claus's chair because I couldn't find a grand enough chair for him to sit in that was also colorful enough and whimsical enough for Dumbledore. And because Dumbledore, spoiler, something happens to him in book 6, I have put this platinum orb here.
That's his soul. Is it?
Yes. It could be anything, really. It could be pensive or something like that. But, you know, I just figured something interesting like that.
Okay, so
and then,
I'll leave it there for a while. I might need it again at some point.
So here are chairs for students to come sit in when it's time to meet the headmaster. So, you know, there's a lot of stuff in this castle that might not be accessible. We tried our very best to make things, you know, face the right way to be accessible, but for instance, if you actually wanted 2 Sims to use this chess table, it wouldn't work because these armchairs don't face the right way, and yeah, you need chairs that face a certain way to use the chess table, but you gotta use your imagination. It's the limitations of Sims FreePlay.
But I think, yeah, despite those limitations, hopefully what we've been able to build so far has shown the amazing possibilities with the game as well, certainly since the DIY Homes update.
Oh, there go our haunted paintings.
Yeah. So we have patios, balconies, small rooms, big rooms, 5 floors, and in the next installment, we will also be adding a basement.
Yep.
So stay tuned for that.
Basements will have, we think, Slytherin and Snape's potions classroom, and
hopefully a few surprises as well.
Yes, hopefully a few surprises.
If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and feel free to give us a comment if you have any thoughts or ideas about this property. And if you're not already done so, please do subscribe to our channel so you can stay up to date with our videos as they become available.
Thanks for watching.